In local news today, local Irish foreign exchange student Timmy found dead in his apartment after a failed break-in. The burglar used a weapon of opportunity, a small horse statue, to bludgeon him to death. Police have confirmed this is, of course, the first confirmed case of a knick-knack paddywhack.
Oh my
I
God.
saw that coming.
No,
Nice.
no applause.
Yeah.
We need a womp.
Don't we have the badum?
We
No, we don't have that.
We need like a
get
womp
soundboard.
womp on there.
We need
Yeah.
that do-do-do-do.
We also definitely have the snare drum.
I thought we did. It's B. Hit B. It's D. Yeah, see?
Did you
But
tell him to
it's-
hit B and he hit B?
Yeah.
You've got to learn how to speak
Classic.
dyslexic.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It worked.
It did work. It worked out.
Remember,
Hello,
kids,
everybody.
the only thing that separates gingers from racism is whether or not you're dyslexic.
Is this just dad jokes? Is this just dad jokes?
That's what it is. The dad joke episode.
Welcome back.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
Glad you could be here.
If you
Good
didn't
afternoon.
notice, RT is back.
Yes, RT is still here, despite public opinion. He is
Despite
still
our
here.
best efforts.
Our best efforts. He just
To
wouldn't
kick him
leave.
out. He won't
He
leave.
just wouldn't leave.
In between episodes, we were like, so that was good.
So
Are
that was
you going
great.
to bed now?
Yeah, like it's getting kind of late. You know,
We
you're
know
not
you
usually.
have like work in the morning.
Yeah,
and
you're not
stuff.
usually up this late.
No, like we don't want to keep you.
We don't want you to be grumpy in the morning tomorrow. You know.
We don't want to impose.
Yeah.
You guys, this is your problem. What?
You're not.
You're
close
not
enough.
on.
Oh man,
You're-
professionals on this
Yeah.
pod.
Yeah.
Have lived enough.
This is great, guys. God.
Okay,
Dude,
so
like
we
Or
need
live
to
another
hire-
day, and it's your problem now.
So-
we need to hire an intern
yes.
for Wyatt
Yes.
that
I
just
agree.
supervises Wyatt,
Yes.
unpaid, of course.
Unpaid, of course.
So if you are interested in that opportunity, please email samepageproductionsllc@gmail.com.
Yes, or DM us on Same Page Productions LLC on Instagram.
On Instagram, our link
Instagram.
tree is in the description and other good stuff. You can.
Do we
find us
actually have a
everywhere.
link tree?
Bro?
Did we ever set that up?
everything
You
up.
did set that up. Oh my
Absolute
God.
tootin'ly.
You're just fucking beautiful. You know
I
that?
have donated nothing.
Well, we don't have a Patreon yet.
Well,
so that's
you're
fine.
here. Yeah. So,
You donated your time.
exactly.
I will donate.
Despite our best efforts, you've donated your
yeah,
time.
I know.
To spite your best efforts, I will donate my time.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Good one.
So, speaking of beautiful, so I went to Iowa this last weekend. Iowa's not beautiful. Just to preface that, that's not what I'm talking about.
I was very flat.
Have you gone to Iowa? Have you been to Iowa?
I was just about to say, based on what I know about it.
Okay,
Because
yeah, extremely flat.
Is
Like,
that considered a flyover state? Like, just
I don't
as-
know what that means.
So flyover state is, without doing RT's job for him and mansplaining. I
asked.
A flyover state is literally just a state that you don't really visit, or like,
Yeah.
unless you're going to like a wedding or a funeral, and
Right,
you are most
right.
of the time just passing over it in a
Well,
plane
so
to
I
go
went-
to somewhere else.
I went for a training, which was actually, I mean, it was pretty cool. I'm glad that I went.
You about to cry? You good?
I was burping. So, yeah, it is extremely flat because while we were there, we were riding around, whatever, because like we were in downtown. We went to Cedar Rapids. I don't know if
Shout out Cedar Rapids.
Yeah,
The only person to
CR.
visit Cedar Rapids since Hillary Clinton.
did she actually go to Cedar Rapids?
Oh, dude, there's an iconic video. I know
Really?
that a few people will know what I'm talking about.
Okay, you're gonna have
of-
to show me after
Of
after this
her
episode.
during
Or pull
her
it up.
presidential campaign, where you know how you can double tap your phone to flip the camera whenever
Yeah.
you're taking a video, right? There's a video of her. She's taking like a front facing camera video,
Right.
or a back facing, I guess technically,
Whatever.
of like whatever
rear
her surroundings
facing.
are, right?
Rear facing.
And
Yeah.
then you just hear thunk thunk as she's tapping on the screen to flip it, and it's just her awkwardly smiling, and she's all, "I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids." It's so good. It's. I'm not doing it justice. It's.
Okay.
It's.
I will
a
watch it.
classic. It belongs in the Louvre. It's so
Okay,
good.
well, the Louvre, it's the loo, isn't it? No. You're right, because the Lou's the bathroom.
God.
Anyway,
It does
so-
kind of belong there too.
Yeah, so we were rolling around because, like, apparently the only thing to do in Cedar Rapids is to go downtown and rent, like, the scooters because they have, like, electric
Like
scooters.
little chirp scooters.
Chirp scooters?
That's just a brand.
Yeah,
Continue.
yeah, they were
Continue.
Vivo or something.
It
doesn't
They're
matter.
not sponsored.
Not yet.
Chirp
hashtag.
scooters, you suck unless you give us money.
Exactly.
Vivo
So-
scooters, you suck unless you give us money.
So we were riding around and like we were coming up a road or whatever, and we're like, a hill. And, like, yeah, dude, literally, it's so flat.
Okay, I did know that about it.
Yeah, so very flat. To get back to my beautiful statement, we were just discussing in between episodes and off air of how I actually don't think that we cuss very much. We don't use very beautiful language here. Depending on who you ask, is what Cameron said. So anyway,
subjective.
It's very subjective,
depending on your own personal flavor of curse.
Yeah, exactly. So I was sitting at a restaurant with my fellow coaches who went with me, and we went to a restaurant that was having $5 mimosas.
Ooh.
So you know what I did?
You had some $5.
I had
You're
some
like,
$5
I spent $30.
So anyway, I had a mimosa.
I had a $100 bill in my pocket.
And if anybody most people who are listening to this probably knows me outside of the pod, and they know how I am, and I'm very professional at work and in places of business. I obviously tone it down a lot, and so
yeah, sure.
While coaching, obviously, I keep it very, very PC, very chill, right, very professional. And I was so pissed because I had a mimosa and I saw this fly come down, and it literally flew a circle around my mimosa and then went right into my mimosa. And I don't remember what I said, but I was like, "You fucking goddamn piece of shit, bitch, cunt," whatever, something
Absolutely.
like that. And so one of the fellow coaches that I was with is a lovely older lady, like very old. She's like
Wow.
very old. And she was like so surprised because we were talking about it after. And she was like, "I have never heard such colorful language."
Colorful language.
That's what she said.
I would say that is what we employ on the show.
Exactly.
Because we're not just, I don't think, most of the time cursing for cursing's sake. We're usually pretty creative with it.
Yeah, I think so.
I will say, to expand on your story, the job that I have now, I do work at a bank. That was not just a bit last episode. It is probably the most professional setting I've ever been in, right?
Right.
Especially with the fact that even if it is just like employees in that building, it's pretty fucking professional, right?
Yeah.
Because like in retail environments, especially the ones that I've been in, it's just more casual whenever it's just like your coworkers, like you're just speaking more freely most of the time.
Yeah.
Right? Here, it's pretty professional all the time, right?
Yeah.
And today I was very close to saying like shit, fuck, ass balls.
Yeah.
Like, just like that. Like just casually.
Right, 'cause,
and
yeah.
I held my tongue.
Good
I
for
was
you.
I was a brave boy. Because
Good for you.
and it's funny because we were getting close to close, so was not that big of a deal. I could have said it. I could have said shit, fuck, ass balls. No one would have cared.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It's all about time
I'm
and place.
basically a professional now.
It's time and
basically.
place. Exactly. We have a very professional establishment here.
Yeah, and not only that, we have a podcast where I
Yeah.
can say shit, fuck, ass balls
Yeah.
all I want.
However many times you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our podcast.
So,
Shit, fuck, bitch, ass, cunt.
shit, what is the Blink-182 song? Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat.
Nice.
That's the song. I fucked your mom is how it ends.
Wow. I haven't heard that,
It's
actually.
good. That's all it is. It's just them singing that to a melody for like 30 seconds, and then the song ends.
That's great.
It's really good.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, the reason why I did it, why I cussed, is because I drank kind of a lot on the trip.
I mean, you gotta win in Iowa. You know what they say.
What do you do?
Do as the Iowans do.
And just get shit faced.
What else is there to do in Iowa? Hard drugs.
Apparently nothing, by the way, because
I
like
could've
literally,
told you that.
I went to multiple places, and we went to and I talked to multiple of the locals, and I was just like, "Hey, so like, what is there to do?" And this was their reaction. And I'm like, great.
Shout out our Iowa listeners.
Yeah, if you know something to do in Iowa, please hit us up. Like,
Not that we're
let us
coming
know.
back.
Yeah, no, unless I get paid to do it, you know.
Yeah, we could go on tour.
Yeah, we'll have
That
to
would
do.
be an experience. Us on tour. Well,
Yeah.
that's,
That's
really
really
good.
appreciate that RT is like respecting the rules that we set forth, because
We had to
like,
set guidelines in
we
between
did.
episodes.
Yeah. So go ahead,
He's really
Cameron.
trying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let me do the honors.
You'll
I'm
do the
unmuting
honors.
RT. Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
This isn't really important, but that's like a little red button.
You don't have to downplay your statements.
Yeah.
Now you're turning into your brother.
I know.
Look, man,
We're really good at
the,
beating them
the
down.
We're
resistance,
really good at making
the,
everyone else that is on our show feel
Just
bad.
really-
the mental will. So for context, Wyatt had to vacate the room due to bodily bladder functions.
What do you mean? He's still sitting right next to us.
Oh yeah,
They don't even
oh,
know.
Yeah, they don't even
Say
know.
hi,
He fell.
Wyatt.
He fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Okay.
That's a little red button, and the willpower to resist pressing that little red button, like, you should be proud of me.
So I think autism definitely runs in the family.
We're learning that it is genetic.
It is
That's
genetic.
the problem with us. No one runs in my family.
Oh boy. Okay,
Deep sigh.
muting.
Can I press the rim shot one?
No, you can't.
No rim shots.
No, that's
for
the
you.
rule. That's the rule.
God.
So anyway,
No rimming of any kind for you tonight.
but again, to continue the story with Iowa, so I went down for like a convention for training of gymnastics and stuff.
I still don't know what this has to do with beauty. I'm sure you're getting there.
No, beautiful language. That was it.
Oh, well, you said colorful.
I did.
So
I
you
did.
really just
I realized
kinda,
that. I
you buried
kinda-
the lead on
You're
that
right.
one a bit.
It was a red herring.
It really was. It was a
I just
beautiful
wanted to
herring.
talk about it. I just wanted to
And
talk about my
that's-
trip to Iowa.
That's more than okay.
Yeah.
You don't need a segue for talking about Iowa. I actually don't think, unless we're talking about the electric scooter that you were riding on. That's the only segue to Iowa I need.
that we need here.
God,
yeah.
it's dumb.
No, and honestly, I just said that because that's what it made me think of. You said beautiful, I thought colorful, and it's just
Sure.
association, you know.
That's how your brain works.
But I met some really cool people. Really, only one that I really care.
I met some really cool person.
Well, because there was one other person that I talked to that was really nice, and like some very established coaches and stuff. Because like the guy that I'm talking about was actually a guy who took one of his athletes to the Olympics and was on podium. Yeah,
pretty dope.
And what's incredible about this is because I'll dox us. It doesn't matter. We're from New Mexico. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
And like it's such a small area. Like
It is.
from New Mexico. Like who ever does anything from New Mexico?
Literally,
Right.
I can think of two major things that have happened in New Mexico.
And one of them
recently.
is a nuclear bomb. Wait,
That's not recent.
I
That's
mean,
a big thing.
That is a big
And
thing.
in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty recent. RT is from New Mexico, and he is important.
RT has something to say.
Oh, he has something to say.
'Kay, go
He's
ahead.
doing charades now. Okay.
So Barney from How I Met Your Mother is from Albuquerque.
Yes.
Breaking Bad.
Oh.
The
George-
nuclear bomb.
George R. R. Martin lives in Santa Fe.
Wow,
There you
I didn't
go.
know that. Anyway,
Shiprock.
Oh, fucking Cormac McCarthy. The dude who wrote No Country for Old Men.
Really?
He recently passed away. R.I.P. He lived in, I believe, Santa Fe as well. The Toy Box Killer. That's another good one. He was from Truth or Consequences.
Wow.
Horrifying, if you ever want to
so
look
maybe
up.
there's
Army of the Dead. A lot of it was shot in Albuquerque.
A lot
as
of
well.
a lot of movies are shot around here.
Well, and actually, I've heard
Jumanji
that-
was shot near Shiprock, New Mexico.
I've heard that Albuquerque is becoming kind of like the new Hollywood, is where it's going.
That's what they're trying to tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Crime rate wise, maybe.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah, poverty-wise, it's the new Hollywood. It's the new LA.
so anyway, I was talking to this guy. His name is I don't think he would mind.
Oh yeah,
Eddie
Georgia
Humphrey.
O'Keeffe. That's another good one. There are a few cool things.
Yeah, there's
that
some
happen
cool
in New Mexico.
things. So
It's fine. It's
anyway, Eddie Humphrey, he runs a gym in Houston, Texas, Grace Gymnastics, which is awesome.
Very cool.
And so I was talking to him after one of his lectures because that's what the whole convention was. It was all of these coaches coming together and like running their own lectures in different rooms, whatever.
Do they let their body do the talking, or are
He
they
did actually.
using their
Yeah.
words?
No, he did. He let his body do some
He
of
did
the
some-
talking.
He did some flips.
Yeah.
Was
Well,
it
he
like
didn't do
a-
any flips, but like
Was it like a middle school assembly where he's just like, "You don't need drugs," and then he just does like a backflip?
no.
No, man, that would have been cool. You go to
Wow.
I came to Iowa for this.
Next, my goal is I'm gonna go do it because it's called Congress. It was the regional Congress, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Ooh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna do
you
a
should.
backflip, be like, just so you know, I'm the real deal.
Dress up like Richard Simmons, like in a sparkly leotard. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I was up talking to him after one of his lectures, and we're like, "Hey," he was like, "Dude, well, let's exchange numbers, whatever. Let's exchange
Networking,
information. Let's stay in touch." And he's like, "Just give me your number. I'll text you with like so you have my information, whatever." And I was like, "Okay, cool, like 505." And he was like, "Oh, New Mexico." And I was like, "Yeah. How the fuck do you know that?"
Yeah.
And guess what? Born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
That's so
And
weird.
went to the Olympics and all that shit, which is just cool. And I'm
It's
like,
very
fuck yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you get some cool shit out of here. every
Yeah,
now and then.
apparently. I mean, look at us.
We're doing it.
We're the coolest. We're the coolest.
I think so.
I think so. I could go to the Olympics if I wanted to.
There's a phenomenal Arctic Monkeys song called 505, and the main lyrics are "I'm going back to 505," and it says like, "It doesn't matter if it's a like a 6-hour flight or a 15-hour drive or something like that, right?
Oh.
And every time that I'm flying back from like an event, I listen.
You
to
listen
that
to it.
song.
I love
absolutely
that
do.
actually.
Yeah, I'm going
And so-
back to 505 because I'm cheesy like
I
that.
love Arctic Monkeys. I really like their music.
Yeah, they're
But
pretty
then
good.
actually, so another thing that I heard, because like while we were there, because obviously there were tons of people who came all over the country to it. Well, not all over the country, but our region. And so at the restaurant where I was drinking my mimosas and having my mimosas, there was a table of coaches who were at the convention and they were talking, and I heard one of them ask the question. They're like, guys.
Oh
I'm
no.
like, guys, I got a great question. I'm going to pose the question to you guys now.
Oh, they were having a little mini pod.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm stealing their fucking content, and you guys get no credit. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah,
We didn't network with you,
yeah, because you didn't say what's up.
and you guys probably don't have a pod.
Yeah,
And if you do, it probably didn't get past episode 20,
exactly.
and we did.
Yeah, and we did.
So there's that. We
What's up?
broke the glass ceiling.
Yeah, we are now the glass ceiling, and you can keep chasing us.
Yeah.
So
We are now the 1% of podcasters.
so the-
technically, we're the 1%.
we
Josh.
are the 1%.
Okay. So what was the thing?
We'll get to you, RT. So here's the question, because I want you to answer this. I want all of you guys to answer this.
No.
And so it's a would you rather question.
Ooh, okay.
Well, kind of. So it's
We haven't
like-
really done any of
Yeah,
these.
we need to do this.
This is a
Okay,
classic.
pull up some would you rather's, and we'll ask these because this is going to be the would you rather thing segment.
Would you rather
While
schmepisode?
he does that, can I tell you something pretty interesting about 505?
You absolutely can as soon as I'm done with my story.
Okay. My bad.
I can see the veins in his forehead bulging to tell this story.
It's not even that great, but anyway.
No, not
so-
you.
Oh,
RT.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
'Cause- okay. So the question was, because it was a girl, and she was like, it was a group of like 6 of them. She's like, okay, guys.
Oh, no.
She's like, I got something, and she's like, would you rather fight 5 zombie-sized chickens or 15 chicken-sized zombies?
What is the average size of a zombie?
That was exactly what one of the other people said.
They're like, what the fuck are you talking
yeah,
about? This is a bad hypothetical.
bro, it was so funny because they're like, what?
Yeah, they're
Like,
like, oh. Is this a conversation that others have?
this was
Just
the conversation. Conversation. This was absolutely.
Conversation.
Shut up.
Could you imagine having that as your friend group and trying to have a conversation with them past that? You're like, I can't be friends with
And
you
you know
anymore.
what's
That's
funny?
What I would
It's
say.
because I scaled it down because she said, "Would you rather do fight zombie-sized chickens or 50 chicken-sized zombies?"
Oh, you scaled it down.
I did. Well,
too.
because like, let's be real. Like 15 chicken-sized zombies is more than enough to kill you.
And I highly doubt she put this much thought into it. I could just be being pretentious right,
Right.
now. Are these like 28 days later zombies?
See,
Are these
bro,
like
I
Walking
love,
Dead
dude,
zombies?
I love that because that was the exact thought. Because I literally, I remember having that exact thought because one of the other people at the table were like, well, like 15 or 50 zombies, like they're chicken size. That's not even
Are
crazy.
these like Dead Rising
Like they're like that's not
zombies?
even anything. And I was like, bro, well, it depends on the type of zombie.
World
like,
War Z zombies?
Exactly. If you're talking World War Z zombies,
You're
you're getting fucked.
You're fucked.
You're fucked, bro.
Fucked.
Fucked.
You're fucked.
Fuck. Anyway, so I scaled it down a little bit. So
Speak.
we'll say the zombie size is the size of the average height in America, which is what 5'8",
5'8",
I believe.
5'8",
Yeah.
right? So you're talking about a 5 foot 8 inch chicken, 5 of them. So you got
5'8"
Yeah.
chickens are kind of strong proportional to
They're
their
fucking
size.
terrifying.
And they're scary. We've talked
Especially
about
at
this
that
many
size.
times.
Right, birds are scary. So would you rather fight 5'8" chickens
Nope. Not that one.
or
I'm saying right now.
15 chicken-sized zombies?
I'm saying
You think so?
chicken-sized zombies, baby.
So that's what I was thinking.
Even
as
if
well.
they're like World War Z size,
Yeah.
World War Z zombies. Whenever a chicken starts flapping his wings a little bit too much, I get scared.
Like, it's
and they're
scary.
Are we
chicken
fighting
size
these
right now.
unarmed or armed?
unarmed.
Unarmed?
Yeah,
Okay.
in a field.
Why do I have to cut off my arms?
So now here's the
Someone's
thing.
got to arm those bears.
So I'm going to show you guys a video that made me question if I could take 15 chicken-sized zombies because I was
What is this? What video is this?
it's so literally here. I'll see if I can find it real quick. But it's like a video of this guy, and he's like running around with like 8 puppies, like the small dogs, right?
Okay.
And like literally, he's like playing with them, whatever. And he's like, oh, and then he's running, and then they all started biting him, dude. And he's like, oh, and he couldn't like get him off because as soon as he got one, there was like another one biting him from
but
the
he's
back.
also not
Yeah,
trying.
he's
to
not
hurt
trying
them.
to kill them.
I mean, that's fair.
Like if
That's the video that changes your mind.
If-
as
Well,
though he's
dude,
trying to
if I was
like, he's not
trying to kill a
protect
bunch
them.
I'm
of
just saying-
chicken-sized zombies, I'd be punting them motherfuckers.
You think so? But like,
Yes, I know so.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's cut and dry. Like,
Another
15
important
of them
question,
running
actually,
at you.
For this hypothetical, very important question. If I get pecked by one of these things, I guess it's still a zombie. It's just chicken size. Never mind. I take it back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if I get pecked by a zombie chicken, do I turn into a zombie?
Yeah, but there are no
that's not-
zombie
that's
We're
not-
chickens.
regular
zombie
size,
chickens
like
is
boots.
what my own brain conjured
Right.
up in this.
So,
hypothetical.
I mean, I gotta say, I think I would rather deal with 15 zombies too. Well, but what number would it make it harder? Do you think 50? What do you think 50
Yes,
is harder?
50 would be insane.
Yeah, like
It doesn't
so-
matter if they're slow or not.
So what's
because
is
that's a
that
lot of
equivalent?
force.
Is that equivalent to 5'8" chickens? Like what's
No,
equivalent?
I think the chickens are still
like
going to-
superior?
like-
You'd still rather do 50 zombies?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a
I
good
would not
equivalency.
fight a 5'8"
I don't know,
chicken.
man.
I don't know if I'd fight one.
They scare me.
Have you ever heard of a cassowary?
No.
Those birds are not 5'8", and they're still scary.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
birds
they're
are
smaller.
terrifying. Birds are fucking terrifying.
They're very cool.
Imagine fighting that bitch, but it's got more feathers, so it's got more insulation against you trying to punch it.
right.
Also, like you couldn't wring a 5'8" chicken's neck.
Right.
Right,
Do
like
you think if
there's
you
no
could? Do you
good-
think you could kick it and break the neck?
Not.
Best thing you can hope for is try to gouge out the eyes and hope it doesn't hear you. That's about it, realistically.
I mean, you could probably kill a 5-foot chicken.
I mean, you could.
Okay,
Unarmed,
You got to remember,
it'd be...
I am 5'4", right?
God, yeah.
So if we're
Yeah,
talking
emus.
a 5'8"
Oh, yeah,
chicken,
Australia lost a war to emus, so let's
Yeah.
just take the zombies.
Yeah,
If a whole country lost to birds, I don't feel
I
like I have to
agree.
justify
that's
it.
fair.
I mean, that was just
That's fair.
a poorly coordinated war with a lot of farmers. you know?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You
That's
ever
all I'm
seen
saying.
that scene in 300 where it's like, what's your profession? I'm a cobbler. And like,
Cobbler.
You, what's your profession?
I'm a potter.
I'm a
I'm
blacksmith.
a baker. I'm a blacksmith. Spartans!
Yeah, that's the one.
What is your profession? Oh, oh, oh.
I'm just gonna give you the hardest time. Thank you for finishing that story for me, RT. I really appreciate
welcome.
it. I didn't know where I was going with that.
Mute him again.
Mute him. Now you
Revoked.
don't. Now you don't get to tell your story.
Been
Okay,
revoked.
Unmute him. Go ahead. What's your story that you wanted to say? And then we'll get to the would you rather's. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. And I also got a call back to one of the episodes where Cameron said he could take on a bunch of shrews. Shrews are the only mammals that
Did
are
I say
venomous.
shrews?
Shrews
Yes.
are venomous. I feel like
They
that
are
sounds familiar.
venomous, and it's a very pretty potent poison. So you'd
Really?
probably only be able to
Venom.
I don't remember this.
venom. Yeah,
Haha.
yeah, venom. Thank you.
I don't remember saying shrews.
I-
Now I have to go through the backlog.
Yeah,
because
you
It's
do
like
that.
shrews.
I was like, I remember this because when I was driving to work, it came up on that part, and I was like, shrews are venomous. You'd have a hell of a time
my
with
God.
them.
Like,
Well,
what does the
okay.
venom do?
But it's I don't
Probably
remember.
venom things.
burns, makes you itch a
pretty
little
nasty. But this is back to
Similar.
the
bit. I
five.
hate how you spelt that.
Snooze.
Shrew. What is
A shrew.
SH.
REW?
I hate how you spelled that.
So this is back to the 505
Shrew
topic.
Venom. Look, it's the first one. Yeah. I'm unbuttoning my pants right now.
Thinking about that shrew venom. That's what I'm gonna call Jizz from now on.
The Shrew Venom.
That's also a great name for a band.
Yeah.
Dibs. We are Shrew Venom.
Okay, we're gonna have to bleep that then, so nobody steals it.
Oh, shrew venom is
not
not
bleeping it.
dangerous to humans.
Oh,
Oh,
get-
fun
Oh yeah.
fact.
Get
Fun
fucked.
fact.
I ain't scared.
I ain't scared.
I knew what I was talking
Oh,
about.
pain and
Instinctually.
swelling.
I ain't scared. No.
Okay, I
shrews.
have that on a day-to-day basis because I have chlamydia.
You should see a doctor.
So there's that.
So
And I don't think
so-
either they cancel out or they compound. It's one or the other.
right.
Do you think the shrew venom will cancel out the gonorrhea that I have? Okay.
There's only one
so,
way to find out. Back
call
to the
back to
505
side.
topic.
Yeah, 505. Oh, we're going back
coolest-
to 505.
Yeah, because that's what he wanted to. That's what he
The-
wanted to talk about.
we're going
The,
back.
the
to
coolest
505.
tattoo.
I'm
I got
done.
you. I
I'm
haven't
done.
listened to the song.
Thank you.
I'll need to listen to the song.
Yeah,
I ain't even scared. Why did you Google that?
I don't know.
You Google would you rather's. Do you have that?
Do you have that up
Okay,
already?
he's
got
got
it.
He's got
So
it. We're
the
good.
coolest tattoo.
Wyatt, I just want to say, love you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We haven't talked to you very much tonight.
Yeah,
because
we
your
really
brother's
haven't.
commandeered your mic.
Yeah,
But we appreciate you.
he's
Okay.
been typing.
We got some would you rather.
But yes, Wyatt,
Okay.
look me
RT.
in my eyes. I love you.
Hey Wyatt, look me in my thighs. I love you. Okay.
Yeah.
coolest tattoo I had ever designed and drawn.
Was 505.
It was
With a
well, it
Zia
was
symbol.
505,
As the O.
but it had on top of it, it had Stitch holding a 240, an M240 Bravo machine gun, because he was a machine gunner. He was from I didn't know where
Stitch?
Yeah, Stitch from Lilo
Lilo
and
and
Stitch.
Stitch.
He was holding a 240, and underneath was who was it? What's his name? The alien that brought Stitch to Earth, or made Stitch,
Gazunga or whatever.
made Stitch. Jumba.
Guzgo.
No, Jumba had Jumba with like a ray gun. It was that's the
pretty good.
240. Those things weigh about 20 pounds.
Wow, it looks
love
like
that.
exactly what I thought it would. A machine gun.
A machine gun.
I have a hell of a story with that, but that's a different podcast. But yeah, that was
it's
that was
not
the
our
most
podcast.
fun.
Yeah,
No,
start
just
your own podcast.
That's so
No.
mean. That's so mean.
Yeah, we love you, RT.
We do, and we appreciate your stories.
Yes, we
to,
do.
To
We do.
kind of
And your mansplaining.
to compound on your story,
Maybe that less.
around here, it's a thing. If you grew up in New Mexico, period, you have a very high, an above average likelihood of having a Zia symbol tattooed somewhere on you.
Yeah.
And to all of our New Mexico listeners, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do it.
Like,
I mean,
you guys
you
still
know,
doing in this state? Get out, see the world.
Like New
What the
Mexico's not
fuck?
that. New Mexico's not that cool. You
It
do not
really
have to
isn't.
represent
That
your
hard.
New Mexico pride that hard.
Yeah.
because like the symbol's cool, kind of, and it's not cool enough. And this is coming from someone that has a brand of sacrifice on his fucking neck.
But that-
Like,
see, that's cool.
I have no. Oh, thank you. I have no room to talk. Okay.
the
Yeah.
I have
symbolism
silly shit.
behind it
I
is
have,
cool.
I have silly shit tattooed
yeah,
on my
what's
body.
on your fucking chest right now?
Definitely not the words pre-made sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Have you not seen my new tattoos, RT?
No.
I'll have to show you.
You don't
Take
show
it
me
off.
anything.
Take your shirt off.
Shut up.
I'm
will.
just
I
here.
will.
I'm just here. Hey, Cameron, want to come to the Comic-Con? 3 days later. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we
been-
need to talk about
By
that.
the fucking way.
busy.
Dude, I've been busy.
Okay, yeah, we've been busy. I've been busy. I apologize.
You can still send a fucking
I know.
text.
I get overwhelmed.
I know.
It's bad.
And that's
I'm working,
fine.
but I'm working on it.
Yeah, you did actually.
I'm
but-
exerting effort. There has been effort
Okay.
exerted.
Well, just make
I'm
sure-
working on making active changes into my life.
okay.
All I'm saying
We
is
can,
you
we can
would-
air all of this out on pod.
That's
I'm fine
exactly.
with it.
I was
Dr.
planning.
Phil.
I was planning on bringing this up because
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
dude,
would have been a part of the Godzilla Come.
I know. I would have fucking
conversation.
seen, or if we're going by quantum multiverse theory, that conversation could have never happened at all.
It's true. You might have
Well,
commandeered
that's because we were
that.
listening to the pod.
Yeah, but we might not have been.
Exactly.
What are
That's all
you
I'm saying.
not listening to your own pod?
The interaction with
Wow.
well,
I
Don't
don't
want to
listen-
hear. Don't want
I
to hear
don't
his
listen
voice.
to my own. No, I don't. I don't listen to my like our podcast.
my
ever.
own pod.
Our own.
But don't get a Zia symbol tattooed.
Yes.
Unless you can do it
And also-
really, really, really well.
Cameron,
Or it's small.
I get that you get overwhelmed, but I don't care if you ignore other people. Don't ignore me and Wyatt.
I'm not attempting to ignore.
I
Like,
get
the
it.
other day, whenever you
Wow.
sent that text to the group
I-
chat, right? I legitimately just didn't see it. Like
'Cause-
I was not ignoring. I
Okay,
promise you.
'cause, like-
I would not do that.
Because I have gotten slightly frustrated with
Which is
you over
fair,
this.
because I would complain about the same shit. It doesn't matter
Yes.
if you were doing it or anyone else. If I had seen it, I would have answered. Period.
Okay, as long as
Promise.
that's clear.
I promise you that.
Okay, all right, I trust you.
Guaranteed.
I believe you.
And don't worry, it won't happen again.
It
because
better not.
I don't like whenever people do that to me.
Okay,
Obviously, no one does, but I make active attempts to not do that to other people.
Okay.
So don't worry, it was
Okay.
not a slight
All
on you
right.
guys. I was not ignoring. I get overwhelmed, but
I get
I
it.
legitimately did not see.
okay,
That's
fair. I forgive you.
I'm taking my headphones off so I can take my shirt off. Hold up.
okay. He's getting naked. So there was something else that I was going to bring up. Oh, his shirt came off.
RT's not even looking at me.
Yeah,
You
I
never
was
look
setting
at me
my alarm.
during.
you don't look at me the same anymore.
Nice.
I get that a lot whenever I take off my shirt. Just that
Yeah.
exact. Women say it.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
thing. That's a thing that you did.
Nice. Yeah, there's really nothing that
Do
happens
you
after.
want me to say something like?
I would prefer it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I want to
That'd be
lick
nice.
that
The way
tattoo out of
the
your
way
skin,
you
boy.
took that. the
I
way
wanna
you
suck
took your
that
shirt
ink
off,
out. How hard do you think you'd have to suck to get like
You'd
to
have to
get?
suck the top 2 layers of skin off.
And
How
by that
hard do you
point-
think
at
that
that point
needs?
you're just sucking so much more than just skin? Like there's not a because the
Right.
ink's not like it's not liquid, anymore. It's more or less dried to a layer of skin.
It's skin.
Yeah, so
It's just dyed.
like I'm
skin.
sure there's some that like if you were to cut me deep enough, I'm sure it would kind of
What
bleed
does
black,
what does copacetic mean?
but copacetic means in excellent order.
Ah,
Yeah, we won't do a tattoo tour, but my
you will in the
chest-
future.
My chest is dedicated to music, so the copacetic one. Everything is copacetic. That's a knuckle puck reference. Pre-made sandwiches comes from Glass Animals. The couch is Brockhampton, and then the umbrella is Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it's because you had a little patch of hair. It was like a little patchy shower on the umbrella.
The water's coming from underneath the umbrella. I don't know if you noticed that. It's not the umbrella's not doing very much protecting.
I
Yeah,
figured,
I
when
did see
water
that.
runs off, it just drips down.
I
Right.
think that's fair.
That is fair.
I think it's supposed to symbolize that it's raining on the inside.
I thought you just dumped that on your computer.
Goddamn. Oh yeah, speaking of Wyatt, I'm gonna break your ankles if you don't give me my fucking money.
Oh yeah, you've been bringing that up every single time.
Yeah, I'm broke. I don't get paid until like the middle of next month because of how paychecks fall.
What?
Yeah, we'll go into that later.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't matter.
Would you rather for now?
Yeah. Would you rather? Okay. Let's see some would you rathers.
These better be good.
but-
Why? You can even do the reading on these.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take the mic out of the stand, and then
yeah.
you guys can
and
just
then
pass
you
it back
can
and forth.
yeah, it'll be much easier.
It's fine.
Why are you
It's
getting
fine.
so anxious?
You're okay.
You've
Don't-
been on the
you're-
pod
you're okay.
before.
He's just shaking his head. Why?
Yeah, he's like.
That's worse.
We just lean in like this.
You were not on.
Yeah, you weren't on there. Well, you can just tilt it back and forth.
It's not going to make that much noise. Why?
No, you can't.
It's fine. It's fine.
It does make kind of some noise.
If you were just passing it back and forth, it'd make less noise.
it would
Can-
make less
He
noise.
says
you hear
no.
me like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but you
That's
do
fine.
sound pretty far away. Nice.
Okay, Wyatt. You're our reader here.
Yeah.
If you think you're up to the task.
Unless you want to answer
we can see it on the
somebody's-
monitor. So.
Yeah, well, I can.
I can turn my head.
Yeah, it does make noise. Yeah, Wyatt is losing his mind.
We're
So,
adjusting mics.
Next time,
Everyone understands.
Next time, RT, you need to bring your own mic, even if it's like
BYOM.
Yeah, we're gonna make that a thing where if you're a guest, you have to bring BYOM.
Even if it's
Bring your own
like
mic. Your AirPod, your AirPod,
your
headphones.
plug-in AirPods.
Yeah, your earpods.
They got to be 3.5 millimeter, not lightning.
Anyway,
I don't even know how that all worked.
Don't worry about it.
Whoa!
You got to figure it out.
Wyatt, I forgot how gorgeous you sound.
Oh, thank you,
In
Josh.
HD. That stands for hearing dicks.
Okay, question number 1. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Absolutely.
150 years.
RT said 150 years.
Okay. Wyatt?
I say 10 minutes.
Why?
Because that's more advantageous.
Absolutely.
Because
like, what are you
even-
gonna do with 150 years?
And let's say, right, even if we're going by the idea that you can't change anything about the future, you just know what's coming. You can make some peace with that, But
Okay.
on the off chance, if we're going by the theory where you can just create branching timelines by changing your actions, and like That's So Raven style, but see, That's So Raven, she didn't change anything ever.
Everything
and
always
everything came to
happened.
pass. Exactly. So it doesn't matter. But I'm saying, like, if you could change what happened 10 minutes into the future, right, and you were seeing what was going to happen based on your actions currently, that'd be handy.
I would do it just to fuck with people. It would be so funny.
I agree.
Think about how much shit you could just pull on people. You know what I mean? Like, I think it would be hilarious.
I think that'd be good.
That would be the point.
You would get real old to hang out with, though, if you
Yeah.
were just like saying what they said before they said it.
Well, I was thinking more like, hey, like if like I see like I can see like where a bird's gonna shit, and then I just like walk over there and get them like standing in that spot where a bird shits on them.
really,
and so they'll
good
never.
use of your new
So
superpower.
they would never know that it was like me doing it, or like, whoa, that's super weird. And then like I could just like
You're just like, watch this. You hold out your hand to bird shit.
No,
Into your
I was
into the
thinking.
palm of your hand.
I was thinking more like I keep it a secret, like nobody knows this. But then like somebody's like, man, I don't know what it is, but like I get shit on every time I hang out with Josh. Like, what is that?
You position yourself
Yeah,
in perfect
exactly.
areas where everyone thinks you're just
Exactly.
bad luck.
Like
to hang out
what?
with.
Yeah, exactly.
Horrible. Wyatt's looking at my boobs right now. I feel objectified.
They're nice. You have nice nipples.
Thank you. I know they're proportional.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will say, ladies. My nipples are not weirdly oversized or tiny.
You know, I have very erect nipples. People have told me that in the past. Like, my nipples are very hard. Yeah, Wyatt's nodding his head. Like, multiple people have said that. So at work, I wear 2 shirts. Like, I wear my undershirt.
And you can still see them?
Yeah, and people still see them. And what's weird, you know what's almost stranger than having hard nipples all the time?
Soft
Pointing-
nipples all the time.
Well, yeah. But pointing out somebody else's hard nipples. And you know what?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
It's not like the worst because they're there. And
They are
it
there.
depends on how you know the person, but it is a little silly. Whenever people do it. I'm like, well,
it's
thanks.
very
I know,
strange. Like,
but
do you have erect nipples too? Your nipples are kind of erect.
they just kind of hang out.
Yeah, they're always hanging.
They're not
out.
like concave.
Yeah. Well, some people really hate soft nipples. Like I've had some conversations with people
What?
about that.
Who
yeah.
has
They
strong
all
feelings
suck
on
the
nipples?
One of
They all
one of
suck the same.
one of our coworkers. Yeah. But yeah, one of our mine and Wyatt's coworkers has a real big thing against hard nipple or
That's
soft
weird.
nipples.
That's weird.
Like
You're
in
weird.
fact, he got his nipples pierced just so that his nipples were hard all the time because he
That's
was it was an
weird.
insecurity of his.
You're a weirdo
He was like
for
he-
thinking that much about your nipples.
Yeah,
you
he
want
was
to know how
like-
much I think about my nipples? Almost never.
I only think about my nipples when people like try to touch them because actually that happens a lot too.
Oh
people
my
try to touch
God.
my like.
What's
people
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
matter. Moving on.
Okay, would you rather?
RT,
Oh,
explain
yeah.
why you would see 150 years into the future.
Because I'm
Get a little
going
closer.
on the
No,
assumption.
you're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm going on the assumption that it's not just one point, exactly 10 minutes, but you can see up into that. So if you can do that, then you can see everything that's
Nope,
going to
it's got to be 10 minutes
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
And
exactly-
like a brief
It's
snippet.
exactly right.
Like that's so Raven style. You
Yeah,
jump into that little clip.
150 years would still be pretty cool.
Sure.
Yeah, just because
You
it'd
get to
be
see
nice.
more like maybe advancements, maybe not.
maybe.
Well, you could
Maybe
see
the world ends.
designs. You could see the designs of stuff that's going to be invented and then invent it yourself and make billions.
Assuming
just
that
because
you
you
could change
see
the future.
And
Exactly.
or that
you have the
access
expertise
to the
and
yeah,
know-how?
Maybe
exactly.
you're the one that invents it by looking at it. Like, have you ever seen Star Trek: The Voyage Home?
No.
No.
Oh, well, Scotty.
And that's coming from the Warhammer nerd. Star Trek, too much for me. No, I'm just
Speaking
kidding.
of,
Really?
No Warhammer conversation. That's
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
a rule
okay, my bad. Fuck, I find.
because that'll be the rest of the pod.
He's like, why am I even on
He
this?
deflated
pod?
so quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, no. So Star Trek: The Voyage Home.
Scotty.
Anyway, what's the next question?
You're such a dick.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
RT, I want to hear. So, Scotty,
Now I feel like a nerd. Now that
You are a
pointed
nerd.
out this is
You
coming
are a
from the
nerd.
So you feel
That's
Warhammer
like
nerd.
okay.
what you are.
that's okay. Go ahead.
So Scotty tells the guy who is making bulletproof or the plexiglass, he needs 6 inches of plastic glass to hold in a tank, however big it is, so they can get a couple of humpback whales to the future, so they can stop an alien invasion.
Yes, I didn't know about the whales.
What?
Yeah.
No, I didn't
So
know about
isn't
this.
that like
what?
isn't that like a bootstrap paradox though? Like a where if you were to go back in time, and this doesn't matter because like there are no rules in time travel because we haven't invented it, or we have, and it, whatever the fuck, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
we don't know yet.
No one
But
stopped you yet, so you can't have done anything that bad.
exactly.
Right.
Well,
So far,
depends on who's got the machines. Anyway, it's like the bootstrap paradox, where if you go back in time with the schematics for the iPhone and tell Steve Jobs to invent the iPhone, who invented the iPhone? Like, where did it start?
Right.
It does.
What's
Right.
the exactly?
matter
So
if
it's
it got
paradoxical
invented.
Yeah, it is.
because there's no beginning point to it.
Right.
I love this scene from Milo Murphy's Law, where
You're the only person
yes.
that's seen that show.
No,
Unfortunately,
I've
I've
seen
never
quite a
seen
few
it.
I've
people.
seen that show too.
There's a
I've never
scene
seen
where
it.
these time travelers go back in time and they're trying to alert themselves, them past selves, who's gone back in time. It's a whole thing. And like an enemy's coming, so one of them takes an orange out of his jacket and throws it and hits himself in the back of the head. And then they see the people coming and he picks up the orange and he puts it in his jacket.
Yep. Where
So
did the
then
orange
he
come
goes
from?
back- yeah, exactly. Where did the orange come from? Well, someone hit me in the back of the head, and I put it in my jacket. Yes, that was you.
So where did the
Where did
orange
the
come
Where
orange
from?
did the orange
Yep.
come from?
And
Yeah.
that's always
That's
the fun
exactly
stuff
what it
with time
is.
travel, right? Is like maybe you could invent new shit, maybe not. Doesn't matter. That's a different conversation.
Yes.
But also, Milo Murphy's Law is made by the same people that made Phineas and Ferb, right?
Oh.
Same basic creators. And it's actually, from what I've heard, pretty underrated, but not as good as Phineas and Ferb, but also very few things will be. Okay.
Okay, so this next question really bugs me. And the reason why it bugs me is because would you rather have telekinesis and, in parentheses, the ability to move things with your mind, parenthesis, or telepathy, in parentheses, the ability to read minds?
Because people don't know the difference.
Cringe.
Can you imagine using telekinesis and telepathy interchangeably? That's cringe.
Right. So, I answered first last time, I think. Or I guess we answered at the
Doesn't
same time.
matter.
All right, what would you choose?
This one's actually trickier for me because they're both very handy.
Yeah.
My thing is, right, because whenever we talk about how our brains work, I am a true believer that I will never be understood, and most people will never be understood until we can fully interface with one another and literally replicate the chemical, like, breakdowns that we
Yeah.
have in our brain.
I disagree, but
I mean, it's a whole thing.
this would be a whole conversation.
Exactly.
And like, yeah.
But like we can understand each other on a decent level, and a lot of people can understand a lot of people on very good levels, and there's going to be so many variables to that, right? But if the telepathy does not go both ways, it's almost useless. Besides the fact that you could maybe get a really good job in espionage,
Yeah.
practically.
Right.
I like the idea of telekinesis, depending on how much I could move. Could I move like a fucking camper? Like,
Right.
that'd be dope.
Right. What if it's like a muscle that you can?
Do I have
you
to
know-
burn calories doing it? Like
Right.
these are the
That
questions.
probably
you need to ask.
would.
I'm gonna say just for shits, I would still say telepathy probably.
Really?
Yeah, telekinesis would be
all
so
the way.
nice.
Fucking telekinesis all the way. I don't give a fuck what you're thinking about because to go to the point
Don't
that
give
you
a
were trying to
fuck.
make. I don't give a fuck. And here's the reason is because like you said, we'll never truly understand each other until we can truly interface.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that again, it kind of goes back to our conversation on the last episode of how we how our
We all
dialogue
operate so differently.
Yeah, how my for example, my dialogue with my inner monologue is not necessarily what I'm gonna decide to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So a lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on in their own mind, and the thing is you have to have those thoughts and you have to filter through them to decide what do you actually want to do and why do you want to do it and whatever it may be.
I think it
I think
depends.
telepathy is pretty I think it's pretty useless.
I think it depends on your level of telepathy too. If we're getting
Sure.
really nerdy
Yeah,
again,
right.
Because if we're going Professor X level telepathy, where you can have full-on conversations with people in their mind, or you can influence certain things,
or
right?
put them in a trance or whatever.
That'd be kind of dope. I'd
Well,
be into that.
See, now that's what I was going to say is I would pick telepathy if I could also control minds or influence people or stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be the only reason because just the ability to read minds kind of useless in my opinion.
Depends on what you're doing. You could become a really good lawyer,
You could be a magician.
politician.
Oh, what number are you thinking of between 1 and 1 billion?
Oh, that would be kind of a neat party trick. You would have to be able to capitalize on it though. Okay, RT,
Yeah.
what would you choose?
I would choose telekinesis. And
Why?
the reason being is because 3/4.
So you can make it look like you're lifting a full rack of plates.
Bro, that was literally what I was thinking. Bro, that is literally. I was like, dude, you could lift so much more because you could be pushing with your muscles and then using
And your mind.
And dude, that's literally what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I know, because I'm already a telepath. This gay little laugh.
Go ahead, RT.
Well, 3/4 of the fun of knowing a person is not knowing what they're thinking, and once you know what they're thinking exactly, then what can that person provide to you? That
Blowjobs.
sounds. That sounds shallow, but what are you gonna be doing with that person?
I think it
you know?
depends.
Right.
Right. Because
But-
there are certain people that I would be like, no, I would interface with you because I want to know.
I would
the
interface with
machinations
you,
of my- I would
Karen.
interface
Yeah,
with
I
you,
would interface
Josh.
with you.
You'd be like the first person that I would interface with.
But if I could move small, lightweight objects with my mind, I would be the perfect hitman. I'd be sitting on the bench out in the middle of public, right?
Real quick.
Move a rock, shoot a high-ranking official with my mind, get paid $150 million, and who's gonna tie me to the crime?
What was the murder weapon?
What was the
You
murder
didn't leave
weapon?
fingerprints.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So-
nobody. I was just sitting on a bench. I'm just as shocked as you are that this guy got a fucking rock through his eyeball.
And if we're talking
just-
about like the nerdy shit, the minutia again, what's the range? Could you
Right.
just be watching the event on TV? Would you even have to be present?
Right.
You
know?
could
Like-
move the pins inside of a lock, right? Open it up and steal untold amounts of money. No fingerprints.
I
not
just-
enough.
Bada boom.
I just want to point out how dramatic of a shift that was from how are we ever going to what more can this person offer and how
I could fuck up a guy with a rock.
That's that was the branch of service
that
I
is
was in.
was
that
a
is the
beautiful
duality
shift.
of man.
That was a beautiful shift. Okay, Wyatt.
Why? What would you choose?
I would go with telekinesis as well.
Yeah.
For similar reasons to RT, as well as just to
Fucking-
freak
I
with
could kill people good.
No, I was thinking fucking bunch of soy boys over here. They're like,
Well-
but what more could they offer?
Well, see, the thing about telepathy is like, and like Cameron was saying, unless it's back and forth, there's not much you can gain from it. Because like, oh yeah, you can do it as party tricks. I mean, but there comes like a point where you've reached the extent and it's useless. Whereas the ability to move things
Telekinesis,
with your
you're always
mind-
touching stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make a lot of money in like a casino with telepathy, become a high stakes poker player.
But
right?
then
that'd be
they
fun
and
too.
see, this
That'd be
is
a
the
great
thing.
time.
I
Be the coolest.
I think
guy.
like have you guys ever seen the show Psych?
Yes.
where he just
where he
pretends
can-
to be a telepath.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is people really quickly like catch on, and they're like the police pulling him in for questioning.
He's just
and
really
everything
good
like
at
that.
deduction. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think like there'd be a point where people are just like either he's really good at deduction or like he knows stuff, or you learn something.
Until I start going, your mother's maiden name was blah blah blah. Her social security number was blah blah blah. Yeah, like just like all that bullshit. And then
Right.
they start weeping because I
Yeah.
tell them their
Or-
deepest darkest secrets.
Exactly.
Or like people get to the point, because I'm watching an anime right now, and this guy like I'm sorry, it's a very
I'm ready.
sidetrack.
I mean, we've all been talking about we've been using the nerd references, so please
Exactly.
bring yours in.
this guy
no more nerd.
this guy
What's the next question?
This guy essentially knows what's going to happen because he's lived it, and then every time he dies, he resets at a different point.
Oh, like some Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, kind of like that. But
Groundhog's
it's always like a very like brutal, gruesome death. So he's like he's losing his mind, but he's trying to get people to like understand why he knows. At the same time, he can't be directly like this is
I've
going to
lived
happen
this
because
before.
well, if he says that, someone
Everyone
near
just,
him dies.
Like, and
or he
everyone
dies.
kind of just thinks he's crazy anyway.
Yeah,
like they don't listen
people.
to him regardless.
That's what happens. So then
But
people
that's not
like
telepathy. That's
Wait,
time.
wait,
That's
wait,
time
wait.
bullshit.
Well, I understand that's time
it's
stuff,
different.
but people like he's always like
Like if I start reading out your social security number, that's not time travel.
yeah. But people get to the point where they just don't listen to him period paragraph because
You
he
think that if I know
knows.
their social security number, they're not gonna listen to me?
But like so like he
Get
tells
off
him
of the
he
social
gives him
security
like
numbers, Cameron.
You think if I know their
Mother's
social
maiden name?
I
No,
don't
no, like-
what,
like
their
one
social
example-
security score.
one example is that he mentions to one of them like the maids or whatever are also like bodyguards, and he mentions like
Nice.
you have to be able to watch me all the time because you guys don't trust me, and they're like, how does he know? How does he know? Which raises more suspicion. And I feel like, just knowing
It's not the
people's,
same.
like being able to rat out people's social security numbers would just be like, like, what
I'm
are you
so
laughing
glad I
about?
don't have a sense
Go
of
ahead.
smell.
Yeah. But I just feel like people would think you're crazy if you ever used it.
Newsflash, I already am.
Yeah.
Nothing would change. Except I would know more social
'Kay.
security numbers. I would have them in a book.
So another thing about telepathy is eventually you would run into the wrong person, tell them the wrong bit of information, and you would probably end up being silenced as well. While as if you
Yeah,
kill
if you're
the
a
wrong
bad
person,
telepath.
if you kill the wrong person, right, and you have telekinesis, you can just kill them too.
Yeah.
If you have good enough telepathy,
Murder.
you can get them to kill themselves.
Telekinesis is better for murder. That's why I would like it.
It's better for murder because I do so
It
much of that
makes-
in my day-to-day
in my
already.
day-to-day. It
makes
just make my
fucking
daily
up people
lives
with the rock
easier.
that much more efficient. And
All right.
Efficient rock usage.
Okay, next question. Who wants to
You
read
can
it?
min-max
RT,
your
you
rock.
can read it out.
would you rather team up with
No,
Wonder Woman?
not that one.
or-
That one's stupid.
The highlighted one.
Yeah.
Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
Dance would be so inconvenient. You can never
Absolutely.
listen to anything
You would
in the
never be
car.
able to drive. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
Or fly. Unless you're
yeah.
flying first class.
Yeah, like how extreme? Do you have to do like the dance that's in the music video?
Like the,
Right.
the TikTok.
What if you
You have to
like
do like the whole whip name song.
exactly right? Exactly. Or like yeah.
No,
We're going to say
absolutely
you
not.
can control the intensity of it, but your whole body has to be involved.
And I would say that it
Mm.
doesn't have to be the dance. You just have to be going to the rhythm. You just got to be feeling the vibe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say sing along. That would make listening to a lot of Bad Omens really not fun for me.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
cannot. I listen to a lot of metal, and I cannot scream.
Yeah.
I would have to learn how, or just lose my voice.
I would probably pick sing as well, but I listen to a lot
No
of
question.
different...
You
yeah.
couldn't drive.
Exactly.
That's the big one.
Yeah. But that being said, I work in a place with music, so like...
I think music's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, so like you wouldn't really be able to have conversations with people.
It would be a bad time.
It wouldn't be great. Neither one of these are very good. These are both kind of awful.
You got to choose. That's the point.
So
I think sing is
is
still the lesser of two evils.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can at least be like, hey, can you turn that off? You know, like,
Hey, can you turn that off? I'm singing to this
or like
song.
no, like during like the guitar riff. You know,
Yeah.
like during the.
But bro, what if you have to sing along with the guitar riff? Exactly. Yeah, dude.
It'd be awful.
That would be awful.
Bad time.
These are awful. I would rather sing. I like singing. I enjoy
RT?
singing.
I would also rather sing.
I don't
for
think
the
anyone
same
would choose
reason.
dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can kind of sing along to yourself, right? If you're listening, just
No, you gotta full on belt that shit.
oh,
You got Aretha Franklin.
Who?
Aretha Franklin?
Urethra Franklin?
That's my porn star name.
All right, next one.
Franklin Danklin the Janklin.
Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Lottery.
Fucking lottery.
Lottery.
What? What the fuck?
What
Love
do you
doesn't
mean?
exist. It's 2023. True love does not exist. RTB posting sad boy shit on his.
I would
RT
never.
is so okay.
Fuck you.
Okay, this is behind
No,
the scenes.
we're not.
No,
we're
I'm
not.
calling you out.
Mute
Wait,
him.
what?
Mute him.
RT
you-
is so no, you can't on my own podcast.
Yeah, you
Fuck
can't do that. You can't mute us.
RT is so down bad.
Are
It's
you
okay.
actually?
It's
No,
okay.
no.
He's down bad. He just be posting some sad boy shit on his Instagram
Did you-
story every
did
now
you
and
post
then.
Sad.
some
I
sad
used to
boy?
be engaged, and then she broke it off, and now I'm.
Yeah, was it
Yeah.
because of your
Sad.
dick? Is it because of the size?
No.
Was it
Yeah,
because
got that King Kong
of the
dick, but
size?
not in a
Yeah,
good
it was
way.
too big. Oh,
King Kong.
yeah, King Kong has a small penis,
proportionally.
proportionally.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if I
you're all,
have a
girl, I
King
got,
Kong dick,
no, you're
that's
like, girl,
still
I got that King Kong.
Yo,
dick.
I'm hung like
But
King
like,
Kong.
yeah, that's
I
actually a
got
bad
that
thing.
proportionally King Kong.
Oh,
dick.
that's sad.
Yeah. Was it the penis? Was that the problem?
no.
That'd
it
be
was-
no, because if you husband dick is a thing.
Is it?
Yeah, if you have husband dick, that's
What
like,
does that mean?
That's like you're satisfied for the rest of your life. It's pretty mid, right?
It's like okay.
The boyfriend dick, I think, is what
Ah.
they technically call it. But yeah,
Ah.
like boyfriend dick is a thing where you're like, I feel safe.
Like,
in
it's
this,
okay.
in this range, but it's not exciting.
Ah,
So yeah,
well,
boyfriend
nothing-
dick is a thing.
Well, but that's the problem though. Is like
so it sounds like,
e-
RT's penis
can-
is too big.
That's what I think it is because even if it's too big, like, but I mean, I feel like that can even get like boring
rough.
eventually.
It's a hard time. I see him about to faint like
It
every
is all
couple
right.
It's-
minutes.
yeah, it's because he doesn't have enough blood.
No
Like,
blood flow.
It goes to the penis, and then he just like wants to.
You
pass
know,
out.
you know, whenever RT is fully aroused because he's on the ground fainted.
Exactly, and like hit
It's like
the
a goat.
and the color like leaves his face.
He's like a fainting goat, but it's just and then it gets a giant erection.
Who
passes
pitched a
out.
tent in the middle of the living room? RT, why are you on the ground?
What is happening?
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a bad time.
Stop posting sad boy shit.
No.
Post fuck boy shit.
No,
Dude, I'm a bad
Be-
bitch.
yeah.
This is your bad bitch era.
It's
Okay,
true. Hot. It's white boy summer, dude.
hot
Chet
boy,
Hanks.
hot boy, white boy summer. Fainted like a Pokemon. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think a Pokemon's ever got a boner so hard it faints?
Hard on.
use,
Hard on.
Use hard on. Sting. Boom. Dies.
it hurt
Faints.
itself in its confusion.
Yes, exactly.
Viagron, I choose you.
Viagron. That's a good one.
So
I
this
like
next
it.
question. Go ahead, Cameron, if you want to read it.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or a coma for a decade? A coma
I
for
think-
a decade.
I think either way you're fucked.
Coma for a decade.
Either way you're fucked.
You're not. You're out
You're
of
getting-
everything.
Yeah, you're literally out of everything.
Yeah.
But at least with a coma, you don't have a record.
What did I go to jail for? Was I falsely imprisoned? That's
Right.
worse,
Yeah.
I would say.
Once
I-
you wake up from the coma, though, you're going to have a medical bill that would make Bill Gates broke.
Put me back. Put me back.
Like,
I say put
Does
me
it?
back.
Does it?
Coma.
I would probably pick
I don't want to
jail.
go. I don't want to go to jail
I'd
simply
pick
because
jail.
that is the mind-numbing shit that would make me like gouge my own eyes.
You think
out.
so?
Like that's my personality.
But do you want to be trapped in your own mind for 10 years?
I would rather.
Ugh.
It's more entertaining than jail.
Is it though?
Yes.
I feel like jail's better because the other thing that I'm thinking of is like if you're in a coma for 10 years, like all your muscle, like you're gonna wake
You're
up
atrophied.
and you're gonna be so fucking weak and just like at least in jail I can do some workouts.
You'd have a cool story though.
Yeah.
You could get paid for your story.
In jail or in
Coma.
coma? Would you? Do you think so?
It's very unlikely that you wake up from a 10-year coma in real life.
Yeah, well, it's
Probably
very
end up just
unlikely.
pulling the plug on
Yeah, I was
you.
gonna say it'd be very unlikely that they would let you stay in a coma for that long.
Well, in this hypothetical, they do.
Yeah, jail. I'm gonna fuck some bitches
In jail.
in jail.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
You
hate
know,
that. No.
Damn, it's 5 o'clock. You know what time that is? Bitch raping time.
Oh my god. Jesus.
That's a
sure,
reference
sure,
to a movie.
Sure,
What
that,
movie
that
is that?
makes
I
it
don't
in
know.
there.
I
That
don't
makes
know.
it in there. But a single transvestite comment.
We're gonna have fucking.
No, it's fine. I like that contextless. Actually, that's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
okay, that is kind of funny. Is from Predators. Like the movie with
Like the new Predator.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the newest
like
one?
the one that
The
came
one with
no,
Olivia
not the
Munn?
newest one,
The
but
second one?
like
The third
Predators,
one.
With a
Predators,
quote like
the
that,
movie
I don't
called
doubt
Predators,
it's Predators.
the movie called Predators. Yeah, and it's from the franchise of the Predator, with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know the guy.
How'd that go again?
Yeah,
Thank you. Had to be sure.
I didn't know that actually. That's
yeah,
a very
so
interesting
that's,
quote.
Yeah, that's a sign,
Okay.
or like not a sign. That's
He gets away with it
that's
because
a
it's a
lyric.
quote.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
lyric. A movie lyric.
Did I say lyric?
You said lyric.
It's a quote.
A movie lyric.
Quotation.
I like movie lyric.
But yeah, he literally that's a quote from the movie. Okay.
Next.
Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed? Overdressed.
Depends.
Easy. Fuck no.
I'm always overdressed. Like, I am in my PJs right now.
You said always.
You did say always.
When I'm not in my PJs. For context,
Nope,
when
you
I'm
said
not in my
always.
PJs, I take it back.
Overdress would be fine.
Otherwise,
I'm
overdress.
used to dressing business professional nowadays. so
Absolutely.
Sure, why not?
I mean, I
And then
will.
if they're like, oh, you have to dress business professional, then you have to wear a 3-piece suit. And then if you have to wear a 3-piece suit, you have to wear a 5-piece.
Oh no, you just look nicer than everybody else.
Yeah, dude.
It's true. Do you have to spend money on this though? Like,
I
it
mean,
gets expensive after a while.
yeah.
It's
I would
fine.
still rather
Overdress
be
would be fun.
overdressed. Absolutely. I love wearing suits.
Wyatt says yes. Overdressed.
Yeah.
Overdressed.
Easy. Yeah, we're some well-dressed men.
Ever go crazy for a shop-dressed
man.
Do do do.
Okay.
See,
Uh,
you can't play copyrighted shit, but you can
You can sing
slang
it.
that
You can
shit.
sling in it.
I used to be able to do his voice really good too.
Who's?
ZZ Top.
What
Don't
does he sound like?
I'd like to get some ZZ Top.
I said I used to. I
No, what does he sound like though? Like
real life. That nice little smooth raspy.
It's not smooth. It's raspy. It's not smooth. Never call that smooth.
I just call it
Smooth
a
is
smooth raspy.
smooth as asphalt. Smooth raspy is also the name of my porn star. That's my porn
All
star
right.
name.
So
Still.
would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet?
Read my thoughts.
history?
Read my thoughts. Read my thoughts.
Internet history,
dude,
bro.
Incognito mode.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave.
No, shut the fuck up.
history.
Not allowed in
I'd
this
be
hypothetical.
staying, telling people to fuck off.
I'll be like,
Internet
here's
history.
for the podcast.
Internet history.
Why I looked it up.
You know,
Oh, dude, I ain't even worried about it.
me neither. Internet history.
I have no shame. You can read my thoughts too, but you will be scarred. More
yeah,
scarred
that's
than
what I
my
was
internet
gonna say.
history. I would
Yeah,
say.
I feel like that too. I mean, fucking Poughkeepsie tapes and shit. Like, if people so a little off on a tangent.
Please,
here,
this is actually a great way to cap off the episode.
Yeah.
just because it has been a longin'.
because some of our friends have watched a few movies and like such as a Serbian film,
Yes,
right? And so I was talking to some of the my coworkers and some people I know about that, and I will never forget the look on his face. He was like, I was like, hey, have you you watched the Serbian film? And he was like, yeah, oh my god. And I was like, bro, wasn't it fucking hilarious?
good. And whenever we say shit like that, it sounds like we're trying to be edgy,
Right,
Because
but-
there are those 13-year-olds that are like,
oh my God.
a Serbian film wasn't even that bad. I laughed at
loved
it.
it.
But no, there are some legitimately funny
Hilarious
moments in that
shit.
fucking movie.
There's some really funny shit. It doesn't end very funny.
No.
I mean, the last 15, 20 minutes are pretty brutal.
Yeah. And if you're an
but-
edgelord, you're gonna think that that's the funny part, but that's not
yeah,
it.
but
It's
no,
not the funny
there's
part.
one funny part. Dude, literally,
We talked about it.
We talked about it on pod.
yeah, holding a dick hostage.
Yeah, holding a dick hostage, bro. It's so fucking funny. And so we were talking about it, and I was just like, man, the thoughts that I have on a day-to-day basis, especially from those movies, like the Poughkeepsie tapes, pop it, pop it, you know, and holy fuck, is it hilarious? But damn,
People are
pe-
scarred by shit
yeah,
like that.
people
and
just-
we don't seem to be. So.
Yeah.
And if it gets worse than that, then
Well, I feel like we haven't yet watched a film that is in concept more demented
Than what we have in our brains going into it.
No, a Serbian film.
Oh
is what
yeah,
I was
in
gonna-
concept,
right?
maybe
in concept.
Martyrs,
And
but,
Martyrs is pretty fucked up, but that's
even
just torture.
Yeah,
you know,
I would say a Serbian film tackles subjects that are way
that are
worse.
very,
we talked about this,
very
but yeah.
more demented. Yeah,
I would
much
agree, I
more
would agree,
demented.
I would agree.
But yeah, just having those conversations with people and the thoughts they must think, because like whenever he was like, yeah, it's so fucked up.
You're
I was
all,
just like, oh yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty bad. Like,
So good.
yeah.
What were you gonna say, RT?
The reason I chose pick my thoughts is because I
You
had
just
to-
think about killing things with rocks.
No. So you know that whole segue of how much Godzilla comes? Somebody would look at my internet history and I'd have to explain why I have how much does an ostrich come, the potency of ostrich come, like the speed of which an ostrich
That's just a great
comes.
They're like,
conversation.
did this guy get fucked
Like-
by an ostrich?
Can I get pregnant from ostrich?
How do I tell if ostrich like me?
Ostrich pregnancy?
fuck,
ostrich
ostrich.
paternity test?
What's the best way to let an ostrich know that I'm not interested?
Can I get ass pregnant from an ostrich?
Help me, ostrich has me up tree, too scared to move.
How do I seduce ostrich to let me down from tree?
It's shit like that.
So
I'm like,
your internet search history would tell a story.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would.
It's stuff I just wonder, like, how much would this happen? And it's not really like,
It's more like a vague concept,
Yeah,
as opposed to just
and
these abstract Googles.
I would rather people like read that whole thought process that went into it, going through and go, oh, it all makes sense now. That is interesting. Versus, what the fuck, Richard?
Well, see, my history is pretty boring,
Dude,
but the
my
last
shit
thing,
is vanilla as fuck.
the most recent thing that I googled was Biden WWE, and then
Nice.
I clicked on a video, and this is what it says. Sorry, hold on.
Why? What would you choose?
Biden think he gonna beat Roma?
Wow. And that's just in your search history?
Yeah, it's just there. This is the second one.
That's pretty dope.
It's the second one.
Wyatt, what would you choose?
Your thoughts or internet history? Which one would you rather have laid bare to the world?
Internet history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you be thinking some degenerate ass thoughts,
Yeah,
Wyatt.
yeah.
You are probably the most degenerate out of all of us. And you have
absolutely.
everybody fooled.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I love Wyatt. He's so pure. I'm just like, fuck
Yeah,
you.
you have no idea.
Absolutely
I
not.
had a coworker.
This man is
just
a
like,
heathen.
yeah, I had a
Heathen.
coworker say just like yesterday or the day before. She's just like, Wyatt, you're just so nice to everyone. And I'm like,
How does it feel?
I'm over there
to just
like-
have everyone
I'm
under your
fooled.
thumb.
Yeah,
at all
everyone
times.
fooled.
You could probably get away with like a crime.
Absolutely, you could.
You wouldn't even need an alibi.
Yeah, yeah. Most people would probably just
wait.
be your alibi.
I've lived with him for 23 years. Can confirm. Fucking sadistic.
Yeah,
ass.
see?
Yeah, yeah.
That's straight from the horse's mouth.
Exactly.
Which is such an odd phrase.
Yeah, straight from the horse mouth.
no. See, I'm
Worse. Ugh.
Ugh. Gross. Women. Gross.
Mouths.
Mouths.